with this live setup, this camera. I wanted to do a landscape. I guess that's not the vibe. Got a little frustrated, and for the ones that know, they know. I'm gonna put this over here so the smoke can blow more this way. I want to be bathed a little, although I know that's not the best one. Very interested in incense lately. Anyway, I'm having my tea, and it started off with my regular lime water with a little bit of Celtic salt. I want to use this, but if I put it on the stand, it's not working together. So let me see. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm coming across clear. Anyhow, um, I usually have some lime water, a little bit of Celtic salt to help to detox. It's a regular detox thing. It's not like something like a planned diet where people consume watermelon for a lengthy amount of time. Or I did a 3 day water fast before, um, right here on this channel. So not that, just a regular daily detox. I'll have this consistently for a few days, and then I might change it to some kombucha. May change it to celery water, which I haven't done for a while. But anytime I want to really trim down, I usually use the celery water. But another hack I have is, well, it's not really a hack. Really, the point is to heal your gut. When you're able to have a clear gut, you're able to think a lot clearer. You're able to digest your food a lot better, and food absorption is increased. So all of those herbs that you're trying and um, you're using to try to lose weight, um, it's not working because you're not able to absorb the benefits to those herbs you're having. So you do need to work on clearing gut first. Things you can use to clear gut, or and it's like good bacteria and bad bacteria, good bad, and you just need a balance. And if you have one overlapping over the other, like the bad one, you're going to crave sugars a lot more. And if you are struggling with your weight, or just or diabetes, or just anything um, like that, you will need to clear your gut. Well, yeah, just balance and promote good gut health. So things like yogurt, things like kefir, um, there are, well, when I say yogurt too, I usually have yogurt. I have the Greek ones, and then that's also good for your the microbiome in your lady space. So you want to remain balanced down here. If you are getting your pH thrown off every second, suffering from um, BV and yeast infections and things like that regularly, you can have things full with probiotics, and you have prebiotics. Just you could do a lot of research. If you want, I can do a video just dedicated just to gut health and why how I cleared my gut to lose weight. We can go into that, but another thing you can do, you can have kimchi, kombucha, fermented foods. Um, you want to stick more to a cleaner, natural diet, as natural as possible, more fruits and vegetables, as opposed to, processed and heavily sugared foods. These are things that we hear all the time, and it's annoying because it's like, okay, we know that, but then you're addicted to it. The way to get out of that is to clear your gut. That's sending those signals for you to crave the things that aren't beneficial to you. So one of the things I did was also this tea. So I did the lime water every morning with a little bit of sea salt. If you do a bit more, well, sea salt, this I do use Celtic salt, but if you do use more salt, it does act as a diuretic. So if you do it like that, you would have to stay within the confines of your home, just because you might need to use the bathroom. So in here, I had that mixture, but not enough for me to have to go. And then I saw a date looking at me on a little basket I have on the countertop. So I put this date in here just for a little sweetness. And then I saw the ashwagandha next to the dates in the same basket. And I put just a tiny spoon right here because I couldn't remember if it had a taste to it. Usually I put it with my protein shakes, but just a little. And I had stevia, 2 little spoons of the stevia. Um, I don't like the taste of it, but it's one of the better sweeteners right now. I've been experimenting with sweeteners because I like to bake. Monk fruit is up there, but then I'm seeing lots of disparaging things. I don't think they're too disparaging, so we'll see. But anyway, it's my tea, and it has a very ashwagandha, very soothing effect. When you talk about the number one leading cause of death in the U.S., do you know what that is? So, heart disease, right? We don't want to compromise our hearts, so we have to do things to have less stress in our life. We need to be able to incorporate exercise into our daily routines, as well as a healthy, balanced diet. You're going to want more vegetables. I've noticed there's a trend whenever someone realizes either the doctor tells them that they have to fix things up, or they decided, okay, I'm too big and I want to lose the weight. And this is something I did a lot too whenever I tried to lose weight before. This time was different. And it's because focusing on fruits as opposed to the vegetables. A lot of us prefer the fruits, so we're like, okay, we can be healthy, and then we get a bunch of sweet fruits like watermelons and pineapples and things that are going to make you crave more sugars. Unfortunately, if you do have candida or any just if you have cravings for sugar, you need to not have those fruits. And even though fruits are a better sugar source because it comes along with the fiber, you still are going to be left with that sweet urge. So whenever you are deciding to start to lose weight, um, you're going to want to start with a lot more vegetables, watery vegetables. You might not like celery, but if you drink celery water, it can help to disperse those um, taste buds from wanting, like craving the sugars. Um, I ate a lot of, wait, I'm going to drink some tea because my throat is a bit raspy. And it's cooling down, so I'm going to try and drink as much as possible now. And whenever you do drink lime, you're going to want to wash your mouth out. So you can drink a little water afterwards, or just yeah, drink a little water, brush your teeth or something, but you don't want it to sit and it's acidic. It becomes alkaline in your body, but it's acidic on the outside, right? So lost my train of thought, and I need to write these things down, but I may come back to it. Um, Make this up really quickly. It tastes really good. And this is, I put a whole lime in here. The date, 2 spoons of Splenda, because that kind of gets the like the sweetness out, and then the natural sugars. Okay, natural sugars. That's what I was saying. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are nature's insulin. So, um, being that I was diagnosed with diabetes, I decided to look into just foods that are going to help to regulate sugar, keep the sugar low, low glycemic foods. Um, so just utilizing cucumbers are an interesting one because previously I had like GERD, and anytime I had cucumbers, it would just ride me. I just thought I was allergic to cucumbers. I developed a bunch of allergies to. Um, they're all gone now. I still have a little tinnitus. I say all, but for the most part, I don't have the issues that I had before. So sticking more to vegetables rather than just eating a bunch of sweet fruits when you're trying to lose weight. Keep your heart healthy. I wanted to stay on track, but I think I'm gonna let it flow because I wanted to speak more to, like I said, heart health. But I'm in red today, and red, if you are into colorology and things like that, and chakras, it is a grounding root color, Malahadra, I believe. The Whenever you're trying to stabilize in life, red is a good color to use. Red is also a polarizing color. So it's the most polarizing color because red could mean passion and love. It can also mean anger and get away, stop, right? So I just picked something and I'm just feeling it right now. I'm like, okay, very red today. Like I'm feeling been focusing on grounding a lot. I've been one moment. I apologize. I set the time just to do this, and if anyone does social media, and if you don't feel fully supported all the time, you're not always comfortable speaking in front of others. I don't know. I'm trying not to be difficult, but I wanted this space right now, just quiet in this. Anyway, it's back to grounding. I've been feeling the urge to ground a lot lately, and been doing it more consistently over the past 2 years. Um, but I've been able to unlock something new, like with reflexology. And before going to ground, more recently, I've been like giving intense massages. Sometimes it gets real good, like I get the yes, the guasha, right? And I really get in there. Sometimes the pressure points I hit, I'm like, oh, I follow it through, and then I take a second and I check. I have that I can use, and I check to see like what it's connected to because it kind of lets you know. Like you see, this part of your right foot is connected to your hip bone. Your hip bone's connected to your. How do I get to the photos? Mm, gallery. I don't typically use this phone, so okay. See, I had it up already. This is ooh, this is one of those images. So like it shows you like your right and left foot. The one with the stomach on it, I believe, is on the right foot. So I don't know how it's flipped because you know it's alive and stuff. So what I do is I'm gonna do it now. Actually, I'm gonna demonstrate in a minute. I'm just gonna finish my tea because I don't wanna. And I have a bit of overnight oats. It's a little bit left, but I usually don't like overnight oats. I didn't used to like overnight oats until now. I found this hot chocolate in like a more local supermarket. It's franchised, but it's more like you know like a Bravo type. But I think it's not Bravo because I don't like the meat at Bravo. But I anyway. Let me take a little bit. I shouldn't, you know, because I'm trying to wait for my sugar to go down. I'll wait a little. But either way, it's not. I'm waiting to go to the doctor. Like get checks and balances, and then I can set my plan into action. But yeah, adding cocoa powder to most things because I do have a sweet tooth. And going back to what I was saying earlier, as far as sweet tooth are concerned, um, I can't completely take sugar out of my life, but I just make sure I have it in moderation. Whenever I do have something sweet though, where it's like real sugars in it, like if I have a little bit, I try to cleanse my palate immediately after, so that I don't have that lingering feeling of sugar and craving it, having me crave more. I had the mic on earlier. I didn't see much of a difference, so um I'm going to be ending this stream with a grounding a little later on. So I'm opening myself up to that. Um, before I go any further, everything's coming to me all at once. And if you know, you know, right? And if this is the reason why you won't do lives or won't do social media, like because you can't get yourself together, well, that was the reason for me too. And I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'm tired of clocking in. So, well, I was not to say I'm tired of clocking in. I'd rather clock in on my time and have a bit more freedom, especially while healing, because jobs don't care. You have to put yourself first. Practice de-stressing techniques wherever you are. Just research, and I'm gonna put some resources at the end, at the bottom of the videos. Haven't done it for a few, and that's gonna be something I'm working on today. But take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. Let's tune on a piece of a date. I realize it doesn't have any flavor. It's like the top part. I really like them. Not me getting on my shirt. Mm. Even though I'm located in sunny Florida, I still enjoy tea right now in the hot sun. It's 100-degree weather and I'm still drinking tea. Not because I'm British, but I like these healing ones, and my body just loves that feeling. Mm. So, So I'm gonna just wake my body up a bit before getting into my massage. Can you hear all those popping and cracking noises? Maybe I could do an ASMR video of just me stretching. That would be probably cool if I could encapsulate those sounds. Okay, so what I'm doing is just twisting my body up and just taking deep breaths. When I'm breathing, I'll show you the techniques I use because I found out we're all breathing wrong. And once I started incorporating the right breathing techniques, it allows me to relax, de-stress a lot quicker. And did you know when you're losing weight, that's one of the way we expel the weight. Excuse me, ways. So you can breathe your weight in. It's not that simple, of course. You just gonna make sure you have good diet and exercise routine. But yeah, to breathe, right? You want to be elevated. You don't really want to do too much breathing techniques laying down. If you have no choice but to be in the bed doing your breathing techniques, breathing, um, try and prop yourself up a bit. Put a few pillows behind you. You want to be at least here. All right. So if you're in the bed, try to be here. Prop yourself up to, and then if you're in the car, as I demonstrated the other day, you can lean your seat back a little bit, not too much, and then completely rest back on to your seat. If you are sitting up, then sit up like I am. You want to completely open up your space here, your lungs. Going to really love this. I'm going to move the smoke because until I start my world famous incense company, it's going to be healthier to inhale. Not too much. All right. Just opening myself up. This feels so good after um a hectic week. What day is it? I feel like I've been here forever already. It's Thursday. Okay, so it's almost Friday, obviously. All right, so to breathe, usually we breathe in through our mouth and we fill up our lungs, and then we breathe out usually through our mouth, and we don't give our nose a chance sometimes. So here's how you're gonna breathe in order to regulate your breath while exercising. You're going to be able to think a lot clearer. So whenever you go out into nature, this is the first technique I want you to start using. There are a few, but this is a simple enough one. Whenever life is getting hectic and people are stressing you out, use this technique. You do it like 3 to 10 times that breathing, and you'll surely calm down. Just don't do it too fast, you might hyperventilate. But you're going to breathe the air in through your nose. You're going to take it down into your stomach, right? So instead of just breathing in and then filling up your lungs, you're going to breathe in through your nose, filling up your stomach and your diaphragm, which is located above the stomach. It's like a fan here. You're going to picture yourself expanding that band as much as you can. So when you're taking your breath, you're going to take a full breath and hold it. and then you're going to release it through your mouth. All right. Now the whole movements are going to the movement is going to be on counts of 4. So you're going to breathe in for 4. You're going to hold it for 4, and then you're going to breathe it out for 4. But technically, when like the process starts, it kind of ends up being more of a 3 count, but it's kind of all right. Let's see what I'm saying. So we're going to do it a total of 10 times. Actually, let's practice first. All right, let's practice, and then so we'll practice for 3 times. All right, and then we'll do the exercise for 10. All right. So you can put your hands wherever you want. You can hold them open. This was supposed to be landscape, so my whole setup was it was created for that. Jazz hands. All right. So I like to keep my fingers alive, making sure that it has all the sensation it needs. If I can feel it, I don't want to take my body for granted. And I do intend on starting this session in the beginning with a moment of gratitude. I want to have this set into segments, but I'm just turning the camera on and starting because if I don't start, I don't feel like I ever will. So we're gonna start messy and clear things up as we go. If anyone has suggestions, anyone that comes in while I'm live, if you have any suggestions, if you have any requests, like things like um, subject matters you might want me to cover, more in the realm of self development and just we're developing. We're trying to not trying. We're doing better in life, right? So physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we're leveling up. We're building community online and in person. As times are getting rougher, we're going to definitely need to lean on our community. So, in order to lean on them, we have to have them. If they're not there, we create them. So, I'm not going to go into that right now. We're doing breathing. So, we've woken up our fingers. You can allow them however you want, whatever is comfortable for you. Again, we're going to be breathing in through the nose, counts of 4, filling up our stomach, expanding the diaphragm, and holding it for 4, then breathing out through the mouth for 4. All right, practice the 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, hold, and breathe out. So again, we're breathing in through our nose, filling up the stomach. So the chest shouldn't have gone up as much, but focusing on so many things at the same time. So I'm gonna do it properly. Same count again. Ready? Breathe in. Again. Breathe in. Nice. That's a total of 3. That was our practice, right? You can just move the energy around the body. So if you just did that, you may feel a little bit of an endorphin high. Go with it. So yeah, just roll the kinks out of your body. Just move in any direction. So we release something when we did those breaths. Ah. All right. So we're gonna do the breaths again. We're gonna do it 5 times now. All right. I'm gonna try to keep track of 5, and then we'll do 5 again, and that will be our 10 because I'm not sure I'm gonna remember all of that time. Right? Do you remember being a child learning how to click, snap? We say click our fingers in England. I realize America says snap. Snap, snap, snap. Can you snap? It kind of does something to you, like the in Xhosa, the South African language. Yeah, clicking does something. So if you want to click along too, do that. But all right, we're gonna do 5 times breathing in. So anyone joining, welcome. If you want to introduce yourself, you're welcome to. If you want to say hi, say it in the chat. All right. We're doing breathing exercises. Right now we are. I know this. All of them have names. This is the first one I learned to do to help lose 80 pounds. And it's like, how can you lose 80 pounds by breathing? You can help de-stress with deep breaths. Let's do this. So, all right. So we're gonna breathe in through our nose, filling our stomach, holding it, and breathing out through our mouth. It counts to 4. Ready, and breathe in. Breathe in, out, hold it, now out. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, out through your mouth. Sorry about that. My hands aren't crusty enough to keep the snaps going. Okay, we got one more round. So breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. All right. So breathe in, hold, out. How does that feel? Okay, I'm gonna get a bit more of a stretch going because I feel tight. But I feel like I'm loosening up with the whole. I just stretch my body into any contortion it wants to go into. So I just move and contort and do things to make sure I feel good. So I'm gonna do that, and then we can do the last round of the breathing, which is gonna be another count of 5 of them. Now I'm just trying to. Can you hear my bones cracking? Trying to get all the kinks out. Not doing deep stretching yet. I won't really be here all day, but I am making sure I don't feel too um, crackly. As we age, we need to be able to move and bend and flex. You don't want to stay rigid. And a youthful body or healthy body remains a youthful body. Stretching a little bit more. And for the ladies, stretching, moving, shaking, activating, your root chakra, area down here. So your root chakra is located on the bottom, the base of your spine. It's associated with the color red, more so in the West. It was not. Chakras don't have color, but in order to make it, um, well, I guess more palatable, um, color was introduced. But the colors that are associated with each chakra do correspond with how colorology works, where color affects our moods and our just energy overall, just color. Colors used in marketing, as we know, and that's how we operate in life a lot. We know danger, red, but then also love and passion, romance. So as I was saying earlier, red is a polarizing color, the polarizing color, and it's Malahadra, your root chakra. If you are feeling like your life's a bit helter skelter right now and you wanna balance things out, level things out for you, you need a good foundation. So wearing red can help with that. Red can is associated with power too. I feel like red is one of my power colors. Whenever I feel um whenever I wear red, I do feel a little more empowered. I feel like that with shades of brown too, and sometimes green. Like all of my favorite colors, like this green, like this olive green. This isn't the type of red I love, but I like a coral type. But yeah, so whenever your root chakra is unbalanced, you tend to feel disconnected from people, disconnected from the world. A lot of the symptoms that are associated with depression. Um, let's see. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? So a lot of the symptoms that are developed through or you know depression associated with depression are usually the same symptoms of um, needing to ground, get out in nature, and work on your root chakra. So we're going to be doing some grounding today. This is how I prepare. I started off with doing a bit of shaking, getting wiggles out. I've done some stretching, we're doing some breathing exercises. So we're almost at the end of the first breathing exercise. And if I'm able to go back and edit this, or even just add in the description the name of the breathing exercise, if I find the name, it's just something I saw someone mention online. I've gotten these from lots of places, so I have done research with some stuff. So it started off with this video that was teaching me how to do this breathing exercise. It worked out, and then I started looking for other videos online teaching, and then just I've been learning a lot about it was just some biology because I'm venturing into the medical field a little bit more, and just a lot. I'm reading a lot and learning a lot about breathing. Also, this book is called Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. Right, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Supernatural. He has meditation and breathing techniques in that book, so I can I'm sure I'm able to teach some of those things too. But this is the first one, as I said, and we've done most of it already. We have 5 more breaths to take. If you're just joining me now, um, I'm just going to show you one more time how to do the breathing. We're going to take a deep breath in, um, and as we're taking the breath in, we're filling our stomach and not our lungs. We're taking the breath in through our nose, filling the stomach, expanding the diaphragm, holding it for a count of 4, and then releasing it through the mouth for a count of 4. So we're going to do that a total of 5 times. 3. Okay, and then I don't want to talk as much going forward when I do other videos like this in this moment. It's just because I want to explain what I'm doing here. So, okay, breathing in through the nose, filling up the stomach, and hold, release. Then you're going to breathe in again through the nose, filling up the stomach. All right, so that's 2. All right, so breathe in through the nose, out, breathe in through the nose, hold, out. One more time. Breathe in through the nose, hold, out. And do another one. It seems to shake all of the move the energy around the body. It may just be me, I doubt it, but I can feel popping sometimes. Just so you can feel a release, a opening up whenever you take those deep breaths. So, all right. So to prepare for my grounding, I think give me 1 second. Mm. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to get into the grounding, but no, I'm going to do the grounding right now. So right now, I have I'm going to do a quick foot massage, kind of to like reflexology to open up. I'm learning about these things, so I can't really teach too much from it, but I can say what my experience has been so far. I use a chart like this. I will flip between a few, and this is just locating, I'll show you again, the pressure points in our feet, so you can see your sinuses are on your toes, you have your brain on the top of your big toe, things like that. So what I do is I don't focus on this too much in the beginning. I get my oils together, which I'm going to do right now. So I have a little bit of my carrier oil in here. How nice. And that's not allowed either. And then I'm using some castor oil. This is a hexene-free one, I believe. And I can link this. I'm almost out of this one. But I use castor oil for a myriad of things, including what I'm about to do now. But I do stomach massages in the morning, or just whenever, sometimes before bed. But stomach massages, if you don't know the benefits of castor oil, I can go over those in another video. Let me know. But people have claimed to heal lots of things, ailments, cysts or fibroids or whatever. Women, sometimes they compress the packs. Um, this rosemary because I like the smell. Oils that I actually use my oil, so it's not remaining as pretty as I wanted because oil has a thing. So anyway, it tends to. I use this on my hair. I use it on my skin. It's good for your nails. Just rosemary is good, and it's good for your mood. It helps to stimulate your brain, your analytical side, the left side, but as well as your creative side. It can do the same. But if you're having trouble with ideas and stuff like that, just get some rosemary, and lemon scent is another good one. Ooh, I have some extract. Should I? I'll leave it for now. Apologize for the rust. It's still the morning. What's the time? It's 8:30. Goody, goody. All right. But there are techniques and stuff that people use. Let's go down a bit. Yeah, so some of the techniques people use, I don't. I just do what feels good because I realize I will work with a certain area on my foot, and then I'll look into like what causes whatever feeling or sensation or whatever. Like, why am I feeling it in a certain area? And then it tends to be something that I'm working on, like my liver or whatever. So, and then because my brain works like this, sometimes I'll subconsciously it was, but now I realize it's so maybe it's more conscious now. But um, certain foods and stuff like that. Say, like the other day I did the liver. It said liver, and then I started using. I'm eating. I just had some liver last night. I feel like I need to heal my liver. Anyone that's taking diabetic medication, done research into. That sounds crusty, right? I prefer more of a butter, but the oil's not fun. Okay, listen more. I have made this butter previously, but it all got solidified. I made this a bit thicker than I needed to. So now whenever I use it, I just have to melt it. Okay. Three. Should have probably got a towel, but in case I'll use the one I'm sitting on. No, where's the towel? All right. All right, 1 second, I'm gonna get a towel. Just cause, ooh. So like, remember on that chart, like I can briefly remember where some of the things are. So like, the um pinky toes, all of the little toes right here, they are connected to the sinuses. But I check them because I check my feet regularly. Um, After being diagnosed with diabetes, I kind of figured to learn as much as I can, and I find that one thing you have to be careful with is healing. So you want to make sure you don't have any cuts that you're not attending to. And I did step on a bit of glass. I broke a mason jar like 2 days ago, so a lot of the glass is still there. So usually what I'm doing is go along the toes. I'm just rubbing however it feels good, and I'm sure you can find some techniques online. And then eventually, when I feel more confident with this, I can make a video showing exactly what I'm doing and why and how, But yeah, so I'm just massaging my feet and just going with the flow, however feels good. And I notice a lot of the pressure points, a lot of the sensation that that good hurt tends to be like right in the center here, and these are a lot of major organs like lungs are in here and stuff. The brain is located at the tip of the toe right here, so you can rub on that. Here, the black dot right here is what I'm noticing. If you're seeing this, that's where that cut was. But I did ground last night, so when I came and washed my feet, this is that stuff I can do in the morning, or just I take my time, like I was saying, to care for my feet because just for lots of reasons. As a woman, we should be taking care of our feet. As people should be, but like women, um, it's one of those signs that you are caring for yourself. If you're from the tip of your toes to the top of your head, I see a lot of people spending a lot of money to do their hair and put a lot of fake hair in. Well, it doesn't even have to be the fake, just spending a lot of money on your hair, but then never taking any time to just take care of your feet. Ooh, just felt something. I just squished onto something. Yeah, so that happens from time to time. So as I'm talking, I'm just doing small circular motions, just going around and on my feet, and then for any area that I feel that could hurt, I just hold it there for a second. So like let me look for one to example, but yeah, I just hold it there for a while until it slowly disperses. Sometimes it feels like the flesh is opening up, like separating, and then I can go deeper and deeper, and I hold it until I can't take that pain anymore. And usually that causes like sometimes emotions, like I sometimes end up in tears. Um, but then once everything has been released, I try to, I just move that energy around my body, and I'll go outside and I will ground. I'll stand on the grass with no shoes on by the lake and just dance, shake, move, anything that comes to mind. I allow my ancestors to speak through me. And I've been doing that a lot lately. And I say it like, when I say that too, it's a feeling that I've experienced. It just doesn't feel like it's all from me, but it possibly could be. But recently, like foods, I've been cooking really well. Just able to flow through life a lot easier. The weight loss became a lot easier when I learned to allow things to flow. Does anyone want tips like things to eat, things I ate to lose the 80 pounds? Um, if you want to do like live streams with me in different places, because I was thinking of bringing you to the gym with me. Um, and then I have some like UFC free passes and things like that that I wanted to start using up. So if content like that is what you want, let me know, and because I think I'll have fun filming things like that. All right, so I'm feeling for any ooh, good pain. Sometimes um, feel like a bunch of bubbly things, like you'll push on it and it feels like I guess it's just fluids being pushed around, but it feels good afterwards. So it's like everything was stored in one place. So massaging the feet, massaging your whole body periodically is so beneficial. It can help the blood circulation. It helps with muscle growth. it helps for you to be able to release those endorphins in your body. Get to be able to sleep better. So taking time to massage. You know, sometimes I will go in with a gua sha and just go straight deep in and out, and but just be very careful. Everything you want to take at your own pace. Don't force yourself. But just going in with the gua sha can really help, especially if you're using oils and really having good time just digging in, right? And then, like I was saying, I was learning how to. Okay, so like, okay, for instance, let me show you what I usually do. So let right here, I feel a point. See, like if a lot of the liquid just moved out the way, and then see, I go deeper, continue to massage that same area. Hey, from Nambia. Hi. What time is it where you're at? I don't want to butcher your name. That's why I haven't said it. I'm sorry. Is it Lenny Kayla? Sorry. But yeah. Well, thank you for interacting. I don't know if you're gonna respond to what time it is where you are at. Right now it's 7:39 in Florida, and we're doing a bit of reflexology, just foot massage before going outside to ground. So this is opening up. Even though the root chakra is located here, I know there are hundreds, a hundred and was it 103 or something chakras in the body, but we focus on, not sure why, they're not necessarily the largest either, from what I'm reading, but you know, seven chakras. We're starting with the root right now, located in the bottom spine. Wearing red today, and it just invoked that energy of grounding. Whenever you're not in alignment, whenever your chakras are muddied, clouded, or unbalanced, um, you tend to exhibit um, you exhibit behaviors, you receive feelings, or accept feelings of insecurity, of doubt, um, lack of love, um, whenever your root chakra isn't aligned. If you're feeling anything like that, if you look at a lot of the symptoms of depression, if you're experiencing a lot of those things, it may be time to work with nature as well. I'm not sure if you are, I'm not going to tell you to or not to work with a medical professional. Um, that's your choice entirely when you're talking about your mental health and stuff. But for me, I believe what's worked for me has been just finding out who I am, what I like, um, figure out what makes me click, like tick. I guess, like, you see, shadow work. People are afraid of hearing those terms, and Carl Jung came to mind. But you need to figure out why you are the way you are if you want to become something else, if you want to do better, if you want to be better. Um, the foundation is figuring yourself out. So, spending time in nature has truly changed my life. And I thought I was spending time in nature before, but it's different when you say most of your day. Say you have a day off, and a lot of the time when we do have a day off, oh, that feels like good hurt right here. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna hold this space because I'm gonna show you what I do with the reflexology. But sometimes just leave it. Just leave all the things that you have to get done. It's still gonna be there. Sometimes just go out like when you were younger and spend the day outside. Just be a kid again. You can go skating, run, play, jump. Just frolic, stem, just do you, right? And you'll notice like all of the depression that you thought you had. Not gonna say medically what all of that is. Not gonna venture into that right now. All I'm saying is go outside in nature, get some vitamin D, get the sun, especially if you're a melanated person. Get your butt outside. If you are overweight, go outside in nature. Two red shot wagwan. um, so go outside, get your shoes off, stand in the grass, go to a body of water, become a goddess. You are a goddess. You're whatever you want to be. You don't want to be a goddess, don't be a goddess, but you know what I mean. Whatever makes you feel powerful. For me, it changes. Sometimes I do want to be like an empress and I'm queen of the lake, you know, um, be grandiose. All of those things are going to help to elevate your mood um, and lift your vibration so you're not feeling down. And wearing red, wear red shoes, wear, like, you know what I do? A lot of the time I associate my red with my power. Not all of it. Your power is going to remain with you, but you're going to, what I do is just feel more powerful. It enhances my power. So um, you are going to wear the red because what red does is create that energy. And also whenever you are wearing a particular color, you notice that other people are wearing that same color. When you're wearing the color on the day, your reticular activation system is high alert. It's just like when you say, oh look, there's a pink car. I want to say pink car. Oh my gosh, today. All right, so let's do a fun thing. I think it's fun, I don't know. But if you see a pink car, come back to this post or save this video if you can, right? Well, you can save the video. um, if you see a pink car, come back and comment that you saw a pink car. And like how, like from the time you like watch this video, have a roundabout time where you are in the world. But go ahead and come back and tell me if you see a pink car. Because they're not common, obviously, but remember, we're talking about activating. So what happens is it's a magnet. You are a magnet. So like attracts like, right? So colors do the same thing. You start to see what you have in your psyche the most. That's why it's important to keep your vibration high. And the way to do that is to work on yourself. Again, knowing who you are, figuring out why you do the things you do. What I like to do in the morning whenever I'm doing some work, like um, the self work, you can look up shadow work. If there's a particular issue that keeps finding itself to you, you want to work on that. Let's say you're having problems with your money, your finances, right? Your finances. Did she think that was gonna be a sound? Anyway, um, I wonder how she feels. Sometimes, like whenever you know, there's some people that are very attention seeking, and any what do you say? Any attention is good attention for them, right? Whenever they have like a emotional public moment, like I'm talking about most celebrities. This is that B Simone, that comedian girl from Wild and Out, girl, woman. I don't want So I did not watch her podcast, but it was a little moment she had, and she had a breakdown, and it's turned into a joke. It's difficult to not internalize that, I would assume, because like so many people are doing. But of course, if you are secure with yourself, it really doesn't matter what people think, say, or do, right? It's none of your business. But it's just imagine. I I think in meme. Does anyone else they are super cute. Who are, oh my, the soles of my feet? Okay, thanks. Um the lost train of thought. Anyway, let's get back to this because I'm gonna go outside. So I saw briefly, I have not gone down too much, but where we can activate our certain points, because I know like the solar plexus is like right in the middle right here. So there was this area right here that I felt um like I need to go further. And this looks like, oh, so my diaphragm, or is it, that's the heart. So it looks like heart, and we're talking about heart health. So whenever I feel something in the area, I'll spend more time just massaging that. Let me go deeper. And then sometimes it gets so deep it's too painful, so I will not go any further. But sometimes I do get very emotional after a session. It's important to practice self care to reduce stress. Stress can cause so much havoc, so much dis-ease in our bodies. So learning to control stress is extremely important and highly beneficial. See, I felt something right here. Oh man, what area is this? Eyes and ears. So this is that big fleshy part um under the toes, right? Right, and this one is, I just started massaging this area. Okay, so all this whole area feels good. Like it feels like it needs work. I'm not gonna do a full on massage, but just giving an idea of what I usually do these days before going out to ground. And it feels like I'm really opening myself up. And sometimes when I ground, a lot of the time it feels like I'm releasing. But see this right here, what's this? Kidneys. Oh, it's the pancreas and diabetes. Interesting. But anyhow, I feel like I'm releasing to the earth. There's times where, depending on when, but usually late morning, I feel like I'm receiving energy, and then when I gyrate my hips, when I thrust, because we do store a lot of energy. You ever see where did you see back in a few years ago on TikTok where women were doing like gyrating their waist and losing a bunch of weight? Because we do hold a lot of stress in that area. Just simply doing that can shift a lot. And it's not just the cardiac effect, okay, breathing and just like just releasing energy from here. Sometimes I to release. I received another cut. Yes, I'm gonna give myself a pedicure today. This is the heart that I'm massaging right now, that area. I think I'm gonna definitely go in here, applying steady pressure. There's definitely a lot of micro cuts after stepping on the glass. Okay, the heels have not gotten as much attention as the walls of our feet. Like, but gonna change that right now a little. Welcome in. So we've done some breath work. We've stretched a little. I'm gonna stretch a little bit more. About to go outside to ground and, yes, balance out, cleanse. There's so many terms that go along with the root chakras. Don't get yourself confused. Don't get yourself frustrated if you're learning about other root chakras, just chakras in general. You can picture them as like little energy wheels. I picture them as being white at this point. It's so weird, but not completely white. Like it's translucent, almost iridescent because it does incorporate some of the colors. But anyway, but just think of them as wheels, and they all need to have like water flow. Like you want water to flow down your wheels, right? And oh, see that snake. We'll get back to that. Maybe not now, but anyway. So just think of it like, I feel like it could be like the gears are not completely turning because of whatever you might be experiencing in life, and you internalizing that nothing really happens unless you allow it to happen to you. So what I mean by that is things are going to happen outside of your control. How you respond to them and how you're letting them happen to you in a way where you can experience a fender bender, um, and the way you respond can, greatly affect how you are experiencing in the moment. So, like, let's say, let me get clear. So, fender bender, you could be upset. Um, well, that might be automatic for you to be upset. Um, you can jump out, be angry about the situation, and create your whole day based on the fact that somebody hit your car or something happened that you didn't like and it was out of your control. You, again, it was out of your control, so you couldn't have stopped it, or you, depending on how the phenomenon happened. Let's say someone hit you, right? Um, you can allow that into your space and stay upset the whole time, the whole day, or, and a lot of us do. We don't even just stay mad the whole day, like we stay mad the whole week, month, year. Sometimes people create their whole existence around one act, one situation that happened one time many years ago. So I'm sure everyone's experienced somebody in their life that's like that. They'll say they don't eat apples because one time when they were a child, they swallowed an apple seed, and someone said it was had cyanide, and they thought they were going to die, so they don't eat apples. And if something with apples in it, they're not going to has apples in it, they're not going to touch it. So that is an example of what shadow work pretty much is too. So when I was mentioning earlier, to get to know who you are, find out why you do certain things. Like that person who doesn't touch apples probably doesn't even remember why they didn't start. They started that whole thing. Um, so as far as the person experiencing the fender bender, you can get upset, or you can choose not to get upset. It's an option. But then let's say you didn't. Your automatic was to get upset. You got upset. Then what do? How many minutes is technically to stay angry? I think it's like 7 or 9 minutes or something. It's not that long. Like you genuinely stay angry for a little while, and then anything after that is you creating more anger from the memory of your anger. So, okay, hold on, let's see. Stay drunk was the first thing that came up. Okay. This is from a few seconds to potentially a lifetime. And genuinely, That's really what happens. But I mean, like scientifically, let's see, there's an actual number. A few minutes doesn't have it. When I get that fact, I will. I'll say fact, right? But anyhow, um, you can choose to move on from these things and not be upset for a long period of time. And you can choose to create techniques, um, create time in your day. I grounded at 1:30 in the morning. If you were on that live, if you're here now, that means like you're a fan. I'm joking. Let me stop. But no, if you were on that live, that's cool if you're here again. But I don't think I'm there yet. Um, it is, what's the time? 9:09. And I'm going to spend a little time outside grounding. And then I will come in and we'll get some of the work done that I need to do on the back end of YouTube. Um, I want to make sure I start a scheduled series. I will be clipping those series into videos. I want to do some landscape lives, and I want to work on my membership. I'm creating content for members only, where I will be exploring things that only members will know about. I'm playing that. I'm still playing with exactly what I want to do with each tier. I'm going to do some dance classes. I'm going to do some exploration classes. So we're going to learn some things together in lots of different realms, spiritually. I want to get into a lot of sensual work. Um, Sensual work with yourself, you could do it with a partner too, but I feel like a lot of self work is going to be pushed. We're gonna really get into falling in love with ourselves, putting your self love at the forefront. As mothers, sometimes we pour from an empty cup. We try to do too much, and we don't have much to even give. So if you take time every day to just spend time with yourself, learn more about yourself, empower yourself, take care of yourself, treat yourself. As my son has been growing up, it was so difficult for me to find maybe $5 to buy something for myself. But then my son will want something for $70, and I'm like, here, and it's like, not to say it was like easy like that all the time. I'm just saying I would find it, but I would be guilty or feel guilty for myself. And it's like you put care for everything else on everyone else. And at this point, I've taken that back. I took it back 2 years ago or so. My son has time to adjust still. He used to be in the center of everything. He's now older and is able to do a lot more for himself. Of course, it's not the more what's it called, desired. The I'm trying to focus. Why? Meanwhile, I found another. I think it's the same heart spot. This area right here. I will be giving myself a pedicure later. See? So don't. My feet look a little tanned, weird on color, off color on camera. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this down and then we're gonna go outside because I'll be here all day. So memberships. I am gonna have different tiers. I already have one set up for Lovejoys and it has some exclusive videos, stuff that I'll be putting on there. but I do want to focus a lot more on lives, because right now it's a lot easier to get the lives out. I feel like they're a little bit more personable. I can make videos from my lives. Um, oh, yeah, I can make videos from them if there's good enough parts. I wanna do some dancing videos. Like, I like to dance. I want to learn some choreography. I bought tap shoes at the thrift store the other day. You want to see? Am I too lazy to? I'll show you, but it's not really. It's just tap. They're just regular tap shoes, but they're my exact size. Oh no, not people running away. I'll show you anyway. Mm. Ah, look. Oh, anyway, I have tap shoes, and they fit like not a glove. They fit like shoes. But and I wore, look, $2.99. See, I didn't take a sticker off because I remember I was supposed to make a video, but I put them in place while I was tidying up one day. But yeah, they're pretty new. Inside, so exploration videos. I have something that I need to catch up on. There's a lot of things I wanna do. Let's go outside. All right, for anyone watching the playback, where are you watching it from, and what time are you watching it? Well, I'm already like an hour and a half in, so what time did you? Not necessarily time you started, just around about. It doesn't matter, within the hour. I'm gonna clean off the camera for a second. If you're coming along for the ride, I hope you feel like it's sincerely worth it, because the weather is nice. Can you hear nature? Ta-da. The dogs are fighting. The dogs are fighting. all the iguanas along the side. Can you see them? Let's go. Can you see? Can it zoom? There's a bunch of tiny ones in the grass. And there's one big one. There's like four, five, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, there's too many. There's a bunch. Welcome in. I see people joining now. Is it the nature? Should I get out of the way? Do you want to see more of the lake? We're grounding in nature. If you're watching this on your phone, which most of you are, according to my analytics, um, get your phone outside, get outside and put your shoes on. Ground. You have no shoes. Something I used to do before taking my time to massage my feet beforehand. If you can see that there's like a rock, um, and I would just stand on it and release those pressure points in my feet from the rock by standing on the rock. So another way I incorporate nature plus the or energy that that rock has, right? Anyway, I'm getting my vitamin D in. Um, absorb. And another thing I like to do, right now the sun's a little too hot to do this, but I like to do sun gaze. Usually when the sun is getting up there in the morning and then like in the evening, usually six and each time, but I don't do it like right in the middle of the day. I like my eyesight. But I don't wear sunglasses on purpose. Good morning, security. So as to be expected, I am outside, so people are staring. Why? Probably just curious. Hello, welcome. You want to introduce yourself? You want to say hi? I think, is this my screen? I knew our phone's going to get a bit too hot, so I don't think I'm going to stay out here much longer. I will do it. We're not having our phones fry. I'm going to need it. So I'm going to end up leaving you here. We did earlier a bit of, if you want to come back and watch the playback, um, I did a little bit of stretching, deep breaths work, and massage my feet in preparation to come outside to ground. Things I do outside, I typically shift the energy out of my body and shake it down to the ground, through the ground. I tend to stretch, I hug, massage, rubber myself, I breathe, take deep breaths in, not the lung breaths I was showing earlier, the belly breath. So I do that again out here, and then I will meditate for a while. Sometimes out here it's a bit hot, so I'm gonna probably do that inside. Once I'm done removing all of the excess energy out of my body from now. There's a bit going on, much going on over there, so I'm going. So yes, sometimes I stretch. I could do this with you one day. Actually, I'm gonna bring an umbrella because my phone is exposed to the elements too much right now. The sun is too hot. But these are all ideas, ladies, to help de-stress. It doesn't feel like it will in the beginning when you are so stressed you don't think like anything will work and it's just a medication that they give you. Um, if you are on any medication, still incorporate a routine of getting out into nature, getting exercise, eating healthy food, regulating your stress as much as possible. When I say eating healthy foods, we want less processed and less sugars. We want a lot more healthy proteins. We need high protein, high fiber um, for any kind of diet. Any health goals you have, even just for regular healthy brain, you're going to make sure you incorporate all of those colorful fruits and vegetables in your diet on a regular basis. So another thing that this does is help with sleep. So um, if you are having trying to act like I didn't expect that. I love when nature just natures, but that dragonfly. But yeah, incorporating as many colorful fruits and vegetables in your diet can be really fun. Try new things, try new fruits and vegetables, try new things, experiences in life. Anytime you see a free with no strings attached, just even if you feel like there's a string attached, you don't have, no one can force you to do anything you don't want to do. So try to experience things in life more, find out what you don't like to know what you do like, and don't say I already know what I don't like. If you're not experiencing the life that you truly want, you don't know what you, yeah, you just don't. You have to learn more because there's something blocking you, right? So if you're not having a full enjoyable experience in life, um, you definitely want to figure out what makes you tick, what makes you you, and what's going to help to do that is getting yourself out of your regular space. Force yourself to go. Nature's the easiest because most of us have access to nature. Not everybody does, I understand, and I don't want that one person that is like locked in a jail cell under like Guantanamo Bay or something. Like, oh, I can't get whatever, but they have a phone. So, have you seen those prisoners? Like they like, I don't even know. But anyhow, um, just make sure you're taking some time for you. An hour, stretch that. You may say, I don't even have time for myself. You do. You have to make time for yourself. Sometimes you have to take the time away from the children. They don't need all of that. They're not going to appreciate all of it either. Just so you know. Not to say they won't appreciate any of it or they just won't appreciate it. Just they're not going to appreciate all the little things that you're killing yourself to do. So just do what you have to do, which is take care of yourself before you even try to take care of anyone else. And do simple things. But whenever you're able to do the bigger things, like put yourself in, like there's lots of, like I mentioned earlier, the free dance classes, there are free um, things that you can try. Like I'm gonna be doing the UFC fighting things because I enjoy fighting. I enjoy Muay Thai especially, but not just. And I want to get into jujitsu, but it's not just Muay Thai. I like kickboxing. Feels a bit too frou frou, but it's good cardio. I feel like it's good for exercise, but I want like technique and skill, and I want something that is rooted somewhere. But anyway, I'm still looking into what fight practices I enjoy, but um, getting yourself out of your comfort zone, trying new things. You know that do something that scares you every day. It's that, but you don't have to necessarily be scared. You can just do things that are a little different than normal morning. So, um, if you haven't done your breath work, try to do that, incorporate. You can breathe anywhere, like breathe. I'll show one more time before I shut this camera off. So you're gonna breathe in through your nose, count to 4, hold it for a count of 4. When you're breathing into your nose, by the way, you're filling up your stomach, expanding your diaphragm instead of filling up your lungs and going this way. It's gonna be like more of that. Anyway, so you're gonna breathe in, it's going to fill your stomach. You're going to hold it, so through the nasal, stomach, hold, breathe out through the mouth. Alright, so you can practice real quick. So Breathe in, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, through the mouth. So doing that 3 to 10 times throughout the day, whenever you're feeling a little stressed out, just take a time out, go outside if you can. If you can't, you can do deep breaths. Try not to do it next to anything that is a known carcinogen. Not like it, asbestos. No, but try it. Like, go outside if you can and get the vitamin D that our body so craves. You can ground in nature. I'm gonna be going now, so I'm probably going to go get my headphones and dance for a little bit. Can go for a run, walk, dance. I like to do. I don't know how I'd be able to catch that because it's like really sporadic. One day I may. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day for the people watching live and even playback, just everybody. God bless you, and I hope everything that you desire will come into fruition now. Bye.